The first steps you should take after an injury. After speaking to a lawyer, report the accident to the police traffic department and make sure you obtain a police report that includes details of the vehicles, drivers, and victims involved in the accident, including details of the different insurers. In general, this data is included in the police report. Keep all relevant documents, such as medical reports including ambulance removal report, medicine receipts, etc. In the event of an accident during a public bus trip, insurance companies sometimes deny that the accident occurred. Keep the data of witnesses among bus passengers or people who gave you first aid. Keep the pass or ticket or any other proof you have to show you made that trip. Get a complete medical examination and, in particular, get tests that will diagnose the problems you suffer from or have any symptoms of. The onus is on you to prove your disability, and these diagnoses are critical. Compensation for serious injuries, including pain and suffering. As I wrote in the previous article, the amount of compensation is determined, among other things, according to the disabilities caused by the accident. Duration of hospitalization, if any, and the age of the victim on the day of the accident is used in the calculation to determine the remaining years that the accident victim could have been working but became disabled due to the accident. Compensation for loss of past and future income, that is, loss of earning capacity. This compensation is intended to cover past and future wage losses, as a salaried or self-employed person, as a result of the injury sustained, for example, time unable to work during recovery and diminished ability to perform the job since the accident. Compensation for help and nursing. This compensation is intended to cover the expenses required to help the victim with everything necessary to maintain their daily life due to the limitations they suffer following the accident. Compensation for medical expenses. This compensation is intended to cover the costs of medical treatments, including psychological treatments, medical, and rehabilitation assistance that the victim may need. Mobility. This compensation is to cover the expenses required to assist with the victim's limited mobility resulting from the accident. Housing adaptation. This compensation is for housing readjustment due to the victim's limitations as a result of the accident in their own home, and in some cases in alternative housing. Legal expenses. Reimbursement of legal costs and payment of legal fees are determined in court, if the case goes to court. How to prepare to ask for compensation. This is the most important step, and if it is not well planned, it probably cannot be improved in the future. Don't think twice. Before starting to deal with your accident, look for a specialist. Our office has more than 60 years of experience and has been working with great expertise in the area of personal accidents. Shambram Law Firm, your legal peace of mind in Israel.